Hello there.
So this morning, I was actually scrolling through the IMDb Top 250, and I was scrolling through the top 19 films, and I'm like to myself, hey, I've seen all of them, and I actually own most of them on Blu-ray and 4K. Shout out to Physical Media. And the 20th film, I have actually never seen before. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be watching It's a Wonderful Life for the first time. My name is Elie Moses, a 23-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia, shooting his shot, baby. And yes, hopefully by the end of this reaction, we will have completed the top 20 films of all time on IMDb. And yeah, this is going to be fantastic because I'm actually excited. I'm so excited for this one. It stars James Stewart from Rear Window and Vertigo. He is absolutely fantastic in those films. And I have those reactions on the channel if you want to search them up as well. Fantastic films. And yeah, I have really high expectations for this one being in the IMDb top 20. So yeah, after today, like I said, the IMDb top 20 will have been completed. Not on this channel per se, because I have seen all the other films or most of them throughout my lifetime. But yeah, I'm hella excited. Let's get into the reaction. Hopefully you guys are excited for this reaction. Let's smash this thing. Let's go. Thing is, I have no idea what to expect of this film. I haven't seen any footage of it. I don't even know what it's about. I'm just watching it. 4:3 aspect ratio. Let's go.
Joseph, Jesus, and Mary, help my friend, Mr. Bailey.
Help my son George tonight.
Oh, we got a Christmas
Never
movie.
thinks about himself, God, that's why he's in trouble.
Let's go.
George is a good guy. Hello, Joseph. Trouble?
Looks like we'll have to send someone down. A lot of people asking for help for a man named George Bailey.
George Bailey. Yes, tonight's his crucial night. You're right. We'll have to send someone down immediately. Send for Clarence.
I like how the...
You sent for me, sir?
Yes, Clarence. A man down on Earth needs our help.
Splendid. Is he sick?
No, worse. He's discouraged. At exactly 10:45 p.m. Earth time, that man will be thinking seriously of throwing away God's greatest gift.
Oh.
What's that book you've got there?
Oh, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer.
Oh,
Clarence, you do a good job with George
I've read
Bailey,
that book.
and
We had to
you'll
do it
get
for
shown.
English in
thank you,
school.
sir.
Mark
Thank
Twain, I
you.
think.
Poor
The author
George.
was?
Sit down.
Sit down. What do we...
If you're going to help a man, you want to know something about him, don't you?
Well, naturally, of course.
Well, keep your eyes open. Begin to see something?
Why, yes. This is amazing.
If you ever get your wings, you'll see all by yourself.
Oh, wonderful.
That opening had such a feel-good factor to it. I mean, you had these sort of like three galactic entities, or like these galaxies talking with one another, obviously these higher beings, and the one in the middle kind of looked like a baby in a fetal position, I don't know, representing new life as well, and Jesus is born on Christmas. And the other one did look like the star of Bethlehem, which was seen by the three magi, or the three wise men, on Christmas as well. So I'm guessing there's a little bit of biblical messaging right there, and I'm all for it. So it has such a feel-good factor to it. And when they were signaling to Clarence to focus in, the camera itself was blurred, and as he was like starting to focus in, the camera racked focus in on these kids as well. It was absolutely fantastic.
But he caught a bad cold, which infected his left ear. Cost him his hearing in that ear.
Wish I had $1 million. Hot dog! It's me, Mr. Gower, George Bailey.
You're late.
Yes, sir.
I like him. You like every boy. What's wrong with that?
Here you are.
Yo, I'm not gonna say anything.
Help me down.
Help you down.
I love how they're conversing like married women.
Is this the year you can't hear on? George Bailey, I'll love you till the day I die.
I'm going out exploring someday. You watch. And I'm going to have a couple of harems. And maybe 3 or 4 wives. Wait and see.
George,
Are you running a business or a charity war?
Well, all my...
Not with my money.
Mr. Potter, what makes you such a hard-skulled character? You have no family, no children. You can't begin to spend all the money you've got.
Oh, I suppose I should give it to miserable failures like you and that idiot brother of yours to spend for me.
He's not a failure. You can't say that about my father. Biggest man in town.
Run along.
Bigger than him. Bigger than everybody.
Shout out George Bailey.
Say that about you, Pop.
All right, son. All right. Thanks.
Big
I'll
GB.
talk to you tonight.
What kind of tricks you playing away? Why didn't you deliver him right away? Don't you know that boy's been sick?
Ernie, my sword here. You put something wrong in those capsules. I know you're unhappy. You got the telegram and you're upset. You put something bad in those capsules. It wasn't your fault, Mr. Gower. Just look and see what you did. Look at the bottle you took the powder from. It's poison, I tell you, it's poison. I know you feel bad. Don't hurt my sawyer again. Don't hurt my sawyer again.
Oh, George.
Oh, Mr. Gower, I would never tell anyone.
Yo, the acting is fantastic in this, even from the younger George Bailey.
Oh, look, Joe. Now, look. I want a big one.
I recognize that
What you
voice.
stop it for?
I want you to take a good look at that face. George Bailey.
Oh, you mean the kid that had his ears slapped back by the druggist?
That's the kid.
Ah, it's a good face. I like it. I like George Bailey.
I like George Bailey
Did he ever
too.
tell anyone about the pills?
Not a soul.
Did he ever marry the girl? Did he ever go exploring?
Well, wait and see.
Gee whiz, I could use that as a raft in case the boat sunk. How much this cost?
No
Exploring.
That's my trick here, George. Sound like you said no charge.
That's right.
What's my name doing on it?
Little present from old man Gower. Came down and picked it out himself.
He did? What do you know about that? My old boss. Isn't that nice?
What boat are you sailing on?
Well, I'm working across on a cattle boat.
A cattle boat?
Okay, I like cows. I love you to think of me. Hope you enjoyed it. I wish I had $1 million.
Captain Cook, you got your sea legs yet?
Hollywood, what I say, mister? Hey, send me some of those pizza postcards, will you, George?
Hey,
You know
George,
the kind.
don't put on my hat.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bailey.
Hello, Violet. Hey, you look good. That's some dress you got on there.
This old thing? Well, I only wear it when I don't care how I look.
Want to come along, Bert? We'll show you the town.
No, thanks. I gotta go home and see what the wife's doing.
Family man.
George, Terry, you're shaking the house down. Stop
Hey, it doesn't hurt to look.
I wish I was up there with them.
Oh, well, you know what I've always talked about. Build things, design new buildings, plan modern cities. All that stuff I've been talking
Still
about.
after that first million before you're 30, huh?
No, I'll settle for half that in cash.
Of course, it's just a hope, but you wouldn't consider coming back to the building alone, would you?
Pop, you want a shock? I think you're a great guy. Why, did you hear that, Annie?
I heard it's about time you
And he knows everything.
Oh, what am I being?
George. Marty! Well, it's all home week.
All the boys are reunion.
Will you, George? What's that? Will you remember my kid sister, Mary?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna want you, Marty. Man.
Remember that? Dance with her, will you?
Oh, me? Oh, I feel funny enough already with all these kids.
Oh, come on, be a sport. Just dance with her one time and you'll give her the thrill of her life. Hey.
I tried to find out who it was later, but I couldn't find out. Nobody'd ever tell you whoever.
Yeah,
whoever it was,
Violent
they'd be
ain't the one.
scared.
Violent ain't the one. That was love at first sight right there.
This is Mary.
Hey, this is my band.
Oh, why don't you stop annoying me?
Well, I'm sorry. Hey.
Hustled. Grass cut.
What's the matter, Othello? Jealous?
Othello.
Did you know there's a swimming pool under this floor? And did you know that button behind you causes this floor
Yeah, I was about to.
And
My guy did not hesitate. It's all part of the show. I haven't seen the thing open up yet. Oh, they're still going in the pool. The show goes on. Now, what if that closes up? Oh, okay. I thought George was going to have an episode right there, like flashbacks to when he lost his hearing and fell in the sort of... Everyone yeeting it. Yeah, I thought he was going to have like a little episode right there, like flashbacks, like a little bit of PTSD to when he fell in the ice when he was younger.
Buffalo girls, can't you come out tonight? Sorry, you look a little older without your clothes on. I mean, without a dress. You look older. I mean, younger. You look, you just... Uh-oh. Hold on, wait here.
Sir, by train, please.
A pox upon me for a clumsy lout. Your caboose, me lady.
I'd like to live in it.
In that place?
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't live in as a ghost. Now watch. There's the second floor there, see?
Man, even the ghosts catching strays.
Italy, Greece, the Parthenon, the Colosseum. Then I'm coming back here and go to college and see what they know. And then I'm going to build things. I'm going to build airfields. I'm going to build skyscrapers 100 stories high. I'm going to build bridges a mile long. What, you going to throw a rock?
Well, Norman Bates is going to be angry.
Good. What'd you wish, Mary?
To come with you?
The moon. What'd you wish when you threw that rock?
Oh, no.
Come on, tell me.
If I told you, it might not come true.
What is it you want, Mary? You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down.
Nah, that's what grew in
Hey,
Despicable Me.
I'll give you the moon, Mary.
I'll take it. Then what?
Well, then you could swallow it. And it'd all dissolve, see? Am I talking too much?
Yes. Why don't you kiss her instead of talking her to death?
How's that?
Why don't you kiss her instead of talking her to death?
My guy read the signs.
Want me to kiss her, huh?
Oh, youth is wasted on the wrong people.
Hey, hold on. Hey, mister, come on back out here. I'll show you some kissing that'll put hair back on your head. What do you...
Oh, no, that took off her entire clothing.
I've read about things like this, but I never...
Shame on you. I'm going to tell your mother on you.
Well, my mother's way up in the corner there.
I'll call the police.
They're way downtown. They'd be on my side, too.
And I'm going to scream.
Maybe I could sell tickets. No. Let's see. No, that...
He's straight violating.
The point is, in order to get this robe... I've got it.
George, come on home, quick. Your father's had a stroke.
Well, in my book, he died a much richer man than you'll ever be.
I'm not interested in your book. I'm talking about the building and loan.
I know very well what you're talking about. You're talking about something you can't get your fingers on, and it's galling you. That's what you're talking about, I know. If only to have some place where people can come without crawling to Potter. Come on.
Man, he put Harry Potter on his place. He ain't the chosen one no more.
Sentimental hogwash. I want my motion expedited.
I can get another job. I'm only 55.
56.
Go on. Hey, look, you gave up your boat trip. Now you don't want to miss college too, do you?
George, they voted Potter down. They want to keep it going.
We're all in the job.
They got one condition. Only one condition.
What's that?
And that's the best part of it. They've appointed George here as executive secretary to take his father's place.
Well, no, but Uncle Billy is...
You can keep him on, that's all right.
I know. He didn't go.
That's right. Not only that, but he gave his school money to his brother Harry and sent him to college. Harry became a football star, made second team All-American.
Yeah. But what happened to George?
George got 4 years older, waiting for Harry to come back and take over the building and loans.
Uncle Billy, I want you to meet Ruth.
Hello. How do you do?
Ruth Dakin.
Ruth Dakin Bailey, if you don't mind.
That's right. Well, I wired you I had a surprise. Here she is. Meet the wife.
What do you know?
I'll tell you, it's purely mercenary. My father offered him a job.
Oh, he got you on the job. Well, Harry.
He ain't gonna be taking over the business alone.
George, about that job. Bruce spoke out of turn. I never said I'd take it. You've been holding the bag here for 4 years, and... Well, I won't let you down, George. I would like to... Well, wait a minute. I forgot the bags. I'll be right back.
With the trajectory of this film, this film's going in, I feel like this might be... I don't want to say it yet, but because I was gonna say this possibly might be a very inspirational film. And it's looking like it's going to be that. Obviously, it's going to have its lows and it's also going to have its highs. But to me, it feels like it's going to be a very inspirational film about life. And I feel like it is titled, It's a Wonderful Life. Like, no shit, Sherlock, Ellie. But like, I'm just thinking to myself, I feel like I'm going to really, really relate to this in terms of like chasing your dream and getting out of like basically your comfort zone, and wanting to chase those dreams. And sometimes it's a situation of just doing it. Obviously, you'll have those emotions where you might get caught up in your family's, business or family's, maybe you're afraid of, getting out of your comfort zone, and you're afraid of sort of being that outsider to your family. Maybe your family has expectations where like they want you to stay, they want you to take over, but that's not necessarily your dream in the end of the day, and you want to pursue your own dream. And this film is going to be a testament to that. You decide your own fate, I guess, and it's going to be very interesting to see it play out. And I feel like it's going to be very inspirational, and I'm loving it so far.
And I want to tell you that we're going to give the
Because you can see the expression on George's face that because of Harry's decision to take another job, he might be stuck here potentially forever.
George. That's all Harry ever talks about.
But like, George is very like his father as well. Thinks of others before himself. But sometimes your good nature, I feel like... I'll talk about it later.
I feel so good I could spit in Potter's eye. Oh, maybe I better go home. Where's my hat? Where's my hat? Oh.
Maybe you're destined in the end of the day
Thank
to
you,
be a man
George.
of the people, but...
This is mine.
The middle one.
Oh, thank you, George. Oh boy. Now look.
I know I'm only about 40 minutes in, but I'm glad I chose to watch this film already. Sometimes you just gotta go effort and just do it. I know other people have expectations of him, and he's too nice to others. That's what I sense from George, that he's too nice. He's a man of the people. Everyone has these expectations of him, but sometimes, he's got to chase that dream.
She's swell, isn't she?
Kind that'll help you find the answers, George.
Hmm.
Oh, stop that grunting. Can you give me one good reason why you shouldn't call on Mary?
Sure, Sam Wainwright.
Besides, Sam Wainwright's away in New York, and you're here in Bedford Falls.
And all's fair in love and war.
I don't know about war.
Now, if you'll just point me in the right direction. This direction. Good night, Mrs. Bailey.
Aww.
Go out in the fields and take off her shoes and walk through the grass.
She ain't that type of girl.
It's beautiful up there in the moonlight. There's a green pool up there, and we can swim in it.
You gone crazy? Why, walk in the grass in my bare feet.
Fantastic delivery. Wrong person.
Okay, just forget about the whole thing.
What are you doing? Picketing?
Oh, Mary. I just happened to be passing by.
Yes, so I noticed. Have you made up your mind?
How's that? My mother just called you? Well, how'd she know?
She's the best wingman.
I didn't tell anybody. I just went for a walk. Happened to be passing by here. What do you...
The writing is so good in this.
I'll be downstairs, Mother.
All right, dear.
They don't make them like they used to, especially the relationships and romance. It's got this charm to it.
Come in for a minute.
Oh, she invited him to Netflix and chill with the mom home. That's one ballsy chick.
I don't know. What do you want?
Me? Not a thing. I just came in to get warm.
I was passing by,
He's making violent love to me, Mother.
I don't know. You tell me. You're supposed to be the one that has all the answers. You tell me.
Why don't you go home?
That's where I'm going. I don't know why I came here in the first place.
Aw.
Good night.
Good night.
Mary! The telephone is Sam.
Not the fight. Those are worth a lot.
Mary, he's waiting.
Forgot my hat.
Hee-haw. Hello, Sam. How are you?
Hi, Sam.
Well, George Baileyovsky. Hey, a fine pal you are. What are you trying to do, steal my girl?
Will you tell that guy I'm giving him the chance of a lifetime? Do you hear? The chance of a lifetime.
He says it's the chance of a lifetime.
No, this is the chance of a lifetime right here.
Now, you listen to me. I don't want any plastics, and I don't want any ground floors, and I don't want to get married ever to anyone. You understand that?
George.
Yo, is the mom? I was gonna say, is the mom watching? And just like that. I just love that scene right there in terms of Sam was the one to sort of like get them to get, or he was sort of like the bridge to get them to look at each other and make that eye contact. We had that fantastic medium shot holding on George and Mary for that entire scene as Sam was blabbering on, and it was all about the micro expressions of both actors right there, their mannerisms, how they were making eye contact and responding to what Sam was saying. It was absolutely fantastic. You felt the romantic tension right there in that scene, and it was all as well to the draining out of any score, and this film does that perfectly in some of the a lot of the scenes between Mary and George so far, where it's just a focus on diegetic sound, and it's the natural sound. You can even hear sort of like the natural sound of the room, like the fuzzy sound of like the recordings and things like that. I forgot what it's called. It's just that like it's that natural noise. And I think it's like reverb or something. I can't remember what it's called. Freaking, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember what it's called. But it's absolutely fantastic, and they nailed it in that scene right there. I feel like, yeah, like I was saying before, very few films today know how to do a romance well, and it's really done well here. And I love how you can see Violet in the background.
Now, George. Annie, we're just two old maids now. You speak for yourself, Miss B.
A whole week in Bermuda, the highest hotels, the oldest champagne, the richest caviar, the hottest music, and the prettiest wife.
Well, that does it. Then what?
Then what, honey?
After that, who cares?
Come here.
Hey, Elie, you got any money in the bank? You better hurry.
George, let's not stop. Let's go.
A minute there.
Oh no. I love how they're all looking to George there for help as the savior.
What is this, Uncle Billy? A holiday? Now, look, why don't you all sit down? Here, there are a lot of seats over there. Make yourself at home.
Everyone wants loans.
George, are you all right? Do you need any police?
This Potter probably had contacts with the bank and told him to do
Mom,
this.
Gets pretty ugly sometimes, you know. George, I am going all out to help in this crisis. I have just guaranteed the bank sufficient funds to meet their needs. They will close up for a week and then reopen.
Isn't it good luck if it rains
I
on
have
your
some
wedding
news
day?
for you, folks.
That's what I've
I'm
heard.
just talking to old man Potter, and he's guaranteed cash payments to the bank. The bank's going to reopen next week. Potter gets a hold of this building and alone, there'll never be another decent house built in this town. He's already got charge of the bank, he's got the bus line, he got the department stores, and now he's after us.
Facts.
Why? Well, it's very simple, because we're cutting in on his business, that's why. What'll it take until the bank opens? What do you need?
Well, I suppose $20.
$20. Now you're talking. Thanks, Ed. That's fine. All right, now, Miss Thompson, how much do you want?
But it's your own money,
Now,
George.
never mind about that. How much do you want now?
I can get along with 20, all right.
$20. Fine.
And I'll sign the paper.
You don't have to
My
sign
word,
anything.
how
I know
times
you
have
pay
changed.
when you can. That's okay.
Far out.
All right, Miss Davis.
Could I have $17.50?
That's your heart. Of course you can. You got 50 cents.
Now you paid $20 freaking for a carton of milk, man.
I'll never close this up today.
5, 4, 2, 1. Bingo! We made it. Close the door, Eustace. We made it. Look, we're still in business. We still got $2 left. Well, look.
Bailey is on the phone.
I don't want Mrs. Bailey. I want my wife.
Mrs. Bailey.
That's all. That's my wife. Here, I'll take it in here. Mary, hello. Listen, dear, I'm sorry. Huh? Come home. What home? 320 Sycamore. Well, what? Whose home's that? The Waldorf Hotel, huh?
It's crazy how we've had two moments in this film. Just when you think there's a little light for George. You know, it was going well. It was going well and fun with Mary initially, and then bang, he had his father's news of the stroke, and then sort of that burden was placed on him. But he was able to sort of deal with that. You know, it was 3 months had passed, and he delayed his studies and things like that. And just when you think he's finally caught that break, that big moment, and he's found that missing piece of the puzzle in his life, which was Mary, and they're finally gonna explore. Bang, that thing with the bank happens. And so far, I'm not sure if it's a wonderful life. Like, I love the energy that George brings and the way he's able to get out of situations. But sometimes, because he puts others before himself, he compromises his goals and his life. Like, you saw that moment right there. He forgot it was his wedding day. Like, what the heck? I spent all this time dealing with the people and dealing with this town, and he's putting the town and the people before himself. He's exactly like his father, but he's gonna have to finally realize that soon that times are going to have to change. Things are going to happen in life that sometimes you cannot control, and you got to put sometimes yourself before others. I know it sounds selfish, but sometimes you got to be selfish if you want to succeed in life and you want to go on your own path, because at the moment he's obviously a wonderful person and he's thinking of the people. He's helping. Like, he just compromised, or he sacrificed his honeymoon money to help the entire people of the town, and that was Mary's idea as well. And it just goes to show a lot about Mary's character as well. And I love the situation this film is created, and the way how it's based on this small little town with, obviously, you got some sort of kingpin and Potter right there trying to gain control, and you got the hard working class, you got the family of the people, basically the Baileys, and even his brother was able to catch that break, but the burden has fallen on the eldest, and he has to try and break out of that. I love this film so far, man. This is absolutely fantastic. Oh, is that the house they're throwing stones at? Bridal suite.
Good evening, sir. Entree, monsieur.
Yo, marry a real one. Marry a real one.
Entree.
She keep, like, bro. She's able to create the best out of the worst situation. You think Violet would have done this? Mary's the romantic woman of all women.
Welcome home, Mr. Bailey.
That's your woman right there, man. That's your girl.
Mary, where did you...
What, Kenny? You rented a new house?
Bailey Park. Is he building his own little community?
Good old George, he's always making a speech.
That's Sam. Yep.
But one of these days, this bright young man's going to be asking George Bailey for a job.
Bailey family's been a boil on my neck long enough. But the Bailey building alone. You know also that for a number of years I've been trying to get control of it, or kill it, but I haven't been able to do it.
Just
You
subtly
have been
chucked in to kill it.
He is an intelligent, smart, ambitious young man who hates his job, who hates the building alone almost as much as I do. A young man who's been dying to get out on his own ever since he was born.
Speaking facts.
The smartest one in the crowd, mind you. Frittering his life away, playing nursemaid to a lot of garlic eaters.
Reality check.
Do I paint a correct picture, or do I exaggerate? George, I'll start you out at $20,000 a year.
Even the cigar drop.
$20,000 a year?
Provided he has enough brains to climb aboard.
I'd consult with Mary first, but this is an amazing opportunity. But
Holy mackerel.
What's his long-term angle here? Obviously, he's going to take control, but like...
Well, how about the building loan?
Oh, confound it, man. Are you afraid of success? I'm offering you a 3 years contract at $20,000 a year starting today. Is it a deal or isn't it?
Okay, Mr. Potter.
I don't think there ever in a day in his life he'd think he would have done that.
No, wait a minute here. Wait a minute.
Thinking about his father's legacy here.
I don't have to talk to anybody. I know right now. And the answer's no. No! Doggone it. You sit around here and you spin your little webs and you think the whole world revolves around you and your money. Well, it doesn't, Mr. Potter. In the whole vast configuration of things, I'd say you were nothing but a scurvy little spider. And that goes for you, too. And it goes for you, too. You want the moon?
Shoot for the stars, aim for the moon, baby. Shut up, Pop Smoke.
Buffalo girl, won't you come out tonight? Won't you come out tonight?
Like it's all good, like hearing those dreams of George, but at the same time, this film has done a fantastic job at dealing with the passing of time and the passage of time and his age. And obviously he's 27, 28, but there might be a jump cut scene here where he's in his 30s and 40s and those dreams are slowly withering away. He's becoming trapped in this town. And I don't like to use the word entrapped because they're fantastic people, but if you really have those dreams, like I said, sometimes you got to just say effort, take those opportunities, carpe diem, baby, seize the day. And you know, like you got to be sometimes a little bit selfless to have those dreams and explore the world, because otherwise, like I said, he's just ending up like his father, and his brother's living the dream, his brother's living the life. But sometimes it's okay to tell people, you know what, these are my dreams, this is my life, I've done enough for you. And he can put those he can put trustworthy people in charge, or somehow come to a compromise where the people aren't sort of in jeopardy at the hands of Mr. Potter. But I don't know, man. Like, I'm rooting for George. I want him and Mary to live a fantastic life.
Why in the world would you ever marry a guy like me?
To keep from being an old maid.
I married Sam Wainwright and anybody else in town. Didn't even have a honeymoon. I promised you. You what?
Hi, baby.
You're Mary, you on the nest?
George Bailey Lasso Stork.
This is a stork. What is it, a boy or a girl?
Mm-hmm.
How you meant to know? Ultrasound.
Now you probably already guessed that George never leaves Bedford Falls.
Fuck, yeah.
No.
Mary had her baby, a boy. Then she had another one, a girl. Potter was bearing down hard.
That sucks.
Then came a war. Ma Bailey and Mrs. Hatch joined the Red Cross and sold. Mary had 2 more babies, but still found time to run the USO.
I literally was just talking about the passing of time and the film potentially jump cutting to, you know, like we're passing a lot of years here, and I was just literally talking about George possibly being in his 30s and 40s after this sort of passing of time, and he likely will be. 4 kids now, and I love how Mary's energetic, and she's just, it's sad. Like they just said, you probably guessed by now that George probably never needs bedroll falls. I'm like, far out, man. Like,
Sam Wainwright made a fortune in plastic hoods for planes. Bert the cop was wounded in North Africa, got the Silver Star. Ernie the taxi driver parachuted into France. A Navy flyer, he shot down 15 planes.
He's a
2
star.
of them as they were about to crash into a transport full of soldiers. Or if, on account of his ear, George fought the Battle of Bedford Falls.
Commander Harry Bale. Look at this.
Yo, Harry got the Medal of Honor.
This is for you. That's for you. Right. Try again.
Hi, you old 7 times the son of a gun. Congratulations. Well, how's Mother standing it? Should you? What do you know about it? Mother had lunch with the president's wife.
Wait till Martha hears about this.
What they have to eat? What'd they have to eat?
Well, Harry Bailey wins Congressional Medal. That couldn't be one of the Bailey boys.
I love how
You
Mr.
just
Potter
can't
comes in on a
keep those
wheelchair,
Baileys down. Now,
like
can you, Mr. Potter?
and it's
How does
designed like a
Dr.
throne.
George feel about that?
Very jealous, very jealous. Well, aren't you going to make a deposit?
Oh, sure I am.
Well, then it's usually customary to bring the money with you.
Oh, Mr. Potter has it. He must have put it in like the magazine. Oh, in the newspaper, sorry.
Yeah. How about that finger there?
Yep. Cue ominous music. Oh, he realized it was Uncle Billy. And he ain't gonna give it back because he's gonna take pleasure in it. Yep. $8,000.
That's what this means? It means bankruptcy and scandal and prison. That's what it means. One of us is going to jail. Well, it's not going to be me.
What? I know this is my third film I've seen of James Stewart, but I feel like he's quickly becoming one of my favorite actors of all time. And I love how Uncle Billy has various animals. Like, we've seen the crow around the office, but now we've got heaps of animals in his office. Yeah, one of them days. One of them days at the office. I hope you, like... Sometimes you just gotta come home, be the man of the house, and put a smile on. And not show the kids how you're feeling.
Yes, Daddy, did you bring the Christmas trees?
What read?
I love how he brought the butterflies from his dad's old house into his house here. Like, obviously you got the portrait of his father, but I remember one of the scenes, especially the dinner table, the dinner scene in the beginning of the film, his father had those sort of the framed butterflies, and he's brought them into this household as well.
Must she keep playing that?
Man, don't take the frustration out on the children, man. Come
Mom said
on.
we could stay up till midnight and sing Christmas carols. Can you sing, Daddy?
The family's over here.
And so it
Come on out in
begins.
the kitchen with me while I finish dinner.
Daddy, the Browns next door have a new car. You should see it.
Well, what's the matter with our car? Isn't it good enough for you?
Oh, shit.
Excuse me.
Excuse you for what?
I burped.
All right, Tommy, you're excused. Now go on upstairs and see if little Zuzu wants anything. George, what's wrong?
Here comes the venting.
Well,
Here
you
comes the
call this a
venting.
happy family. Why do we have to have all these kids?
Dad, how do you spell frankincense?
I don't know. Why, ask your mother.
Where are you going?
Going up to see Zeus.
I remember during the montage when they moved into the house, he accidentally pulled it off as well while Mary was painting the walls.
K-I-N.
Hi, Daddy.
What happened to you?
I want a flower.
Wait, now, where do you think you're going?
I love her energy mixed with his miserableness.
I'll give it a drink. Give the flower a drink. Zuzu's teacher?
Yes.
Let me come in, George. Hello.
No, don't take your frustration out on the teacher. Come on.
Well, it's George Bailey. I'm
Leave
Zuzu's
Mrs. Welch
father.
alone.
Say, what kind of a teacher are you anyway? What do you mean sending her home like that, half naked? Have teachers like you, stupid, silly, careless people that send our kids home without any clothes. You know, maybe my kids aren't the best dressed kids, and maybe they don't have any decent clothes. Oh, that's stupid.
She's hung up.
I'll hang her up. What is it?
Oh, that's Mr. Welch.
Who's this? Oh, Mr. Welch. Okay, that's fine, Mr. Welch. Give me a chance to tell you what I really think of your wife.
George.
Will you get out and let me handle this?
Spell hallelujah.
How should I know? What do you think I am, a dictionary? Tommy, stop that, stop it.
Come on, man.
Gee, haven't you learned that silly tune yet? You play it over and over again. Now stop it, stop it.
No, not the Golden Gate Bridge. Not the Golden Gate Bridge. Come on, man. I've seen it destroyed. And that's where the theme of the Golden Gate Bridge getting destroyed started. Doesn't even need to be a monster movie. Not even a kaiju film. Shout out to Abraham Lincoln in the back.
George, why must you torture the children? Why don't you...
Mary.
I feel like it's never like you should never bring what happens at work or outside home. Maybe like with your wife, but not on the kids.
Is Daddy in trouble?
Yes, Pete.
Shall I pray for him?
Yes, Jenny, pray very hard.
Oh,
You too,
are the
Tommy.
kids praying at the beginning of the film?
Hello?
Them
Uncle
praying
Billy?
for their father?
I'm in trouble, Mr. Potter. No, sir, there's nothing wrong with the books. I've just misplaced $8,000. I can't find it anywhere.
You misplaced $8,000.
Brother.
Yes, sir.
Have you notified the police?
I love how
No,
he's
sir,
still
I
not
didn't
even
want the
blaming Uncle
publicity.
Billy.
Harry's homecoming
He's
tomorrow.
taking the blame for
I
others.
believe that was. Why'd you come to me? Why don't you go to Sam Wainwright and ask him for the money?
I can't get a hold of him. He's in Europe.
What about all your other friends?
Potter's
They
such
don't
a
have that
prick,
kind
man.
of money, Mr. Potter. You know that. You're the only one in town that can help me.
Look at you. You used to be so cocky.
Oh, shut up,
You were
man.
going to go out and conquer the world.
You were humbled so many times.
You once called me a warped, frustrated old man. No securities, no stocks, no bonds, nothing but a miserable little $500 equity and a life insurance policy. You're worth more dead than alive. Why don't you go to the riffraff you love so much and ask them to let you have $8,000?
Father in heaven.
I believe he was playing in the beginning of the film as well. We heard that.
If you're up there and you can hear me,
Where we had those aerial bird's eye shots of the town. And various people praying over Christmas.
This Mr. George Bailey.
Oh, that gotta be Mr. Welch. Yeah.
Worse. She cried for an hour. It isn't enough she's slave teaching you stupid kids how to read and write. You have to bawl her out, eh?
Get out of here, Mr. Welch!
I'll wait it. I want to pay for my drink.
Never mind the money, you get out of here!
I love how everyone backed up Mr. Bailey.
Get out!
Oh, this is that moment from the beginning of the film where Clarence gets involved, I believe. Like this is that moment where he has to intervene because he's about to commit suicide. Is Clarence gonna appear in like human form or something? Or just like some divine intervention? Is that Clarence? That's gotta be Clarence. Clarence jumped in to save George. Fully dry.
I didn't have time to get some stylish.
He's
underwear.
otherworldly.
I gave you this on my last birthday. I passed away in it.
The guy's like, what?
Oh, Tom Sawyer's drying out too.
Hey. Shout out Mark Twain again.
You should read the new book Mark Twain's writing now.
He knows all. He knows all.
Fall in.
I didn't fall in.
Where do you come from?
Heaven? Oh, he said. I love how like the little lullaby and fairy tale music starts
That's why I
playing
jumped in.
whenever
I
something
knew if
to
I
do
were
with
drowning,
heaven
you tried to
is
save
like
me.
involved.
You see, you did. And that's how I saved you.
very funny.
Even when it cut
Your
to
lips
like
bleeding, George.
Yeah.
Clarence being completely
bust
dry,
in
it's
the
like
jaw
almost
and
as
answer
if
to a
some
prayer.
miracle's happening.
Oh, no, George. I'm the answer to your prayer. That's why I was sent down here.
AS2. What's that? AS2.
Angel, second class.
Second class. Farewell, brother. Hey! Laters, bro.
That's what I was sent down for. I'm your guardian angel.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
Ridiculous of you to think of killing yourself for money.
You look about like the kind of an angel I'd get.
Oh.
Sort of a fallen angel, aren't you? What happened to your
Catching
wings?
strays.
I haven't won my wings yet. That's why I'm an angel second class.
He's got to save him to get the wings.
I don't know
To
whether
get
I
promoted.
like it very much being seen around with an angel without any wings.
Oh, I've got to earn them. And you'll help me, won't you?
Sure.
How?
By letting me help you.
One way you can help me. You don't happen to have $8,000 on you, do
Oh,
you?
no, we don't use money in heaven.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting it. Comes in pretty handy down here, bub.
Oh,
Fella, why you go off and haunt somebody else? will you?
no, now you don't understand. I got my
Oh,
job.
shut up, will you?
He looked up to the skies.
Isn't gonna be so
He's like,
easy.
help me.
What'd you say?
I said I wish I'd never been born.
Oh, you mustn't say things like that.
That wish gonna come true.
Wait a minute. That's an idea.
Oh,
What do you think? Yeah, that'll do it.
no, they're gonna put that plan into
Alright.
action. They're gonna put that plan into action.
You've got your wish. You've never been born.
Oh, he
You
can
don't
hear.
exist.
He can hear
You
now.
haven't a care in the world. No worries,
Yeah, yeah.
no obligations, no $8,000.
And the blood's gone
to
from
get,
his jaw.
No Potter looking for you with a sheriff.
Say something else in that ear.
Sure, you can hear out of it.
Because he's never been born. That means if he was never born, he wouldn't have been able to take over from his father. Oh, and the car's not going to be there. Yeah.
You had me worried. One of the oldest trees in Pottersville.
Pottersville? What do you mean, Bedford Falls?
I mean Pottersville.
He
Don't
took
think I know
over.
where I live. What's the matter with you?
Oh, no, Martini, your boss. Where is he?
Look, I'm the boss. You want a drink or
Nick's
don't
the
you?
boss now.
Double bourbon, will you? Quick.
Even the vibe around the whole town has changed. The people have changed. The culture, the environment.
I was just thinking. It's been so long since I...
Look, mister, I'm
Clarence
standing
enjoying
here
the
waiting
moment.
for you to make up your mind.
That's a good man.
But I have to slip you my lip for a convincer.
What's he talking about?
Oh, Nick. Just give him the same as mine. He's okay.
I love how he's still acting like he knows Nick, like for a lifetime.
Nick act like that before.
You'd see a lot of strange things from now on. Somebody's just made it.
Made what?
Every time you hear a bell rings, it means that some angel's just got his wings.
What's your name?
What's that got to do with it? I don't know you from Adam's off.
Oh, that's Gower.
Hey, you rummy there. Come here, come here. Didn't I tell you never to come panhandling around here? Huh?
Nick, isn't that Mr. Gower, the druggist?
You know, that's another reason for me not to like you. That rumhead spent 20 years in jail for poisoning a kid. If you know
Oh,
him, you must
'cause
be a jail.
he wasn't there to stop him.
Would you show these gentlemen?
He wasn't there to comfort him.
This way,
and take the beating.
You have no identity.
Oh, what do you mean, no identity? My name's George Bailey.
There is no George
The insurance
Bailey.
thing is not going to be there.
You have no papers.
Even the
No
pedals.
card.
Even the pedals.
No driver's license. No 4F card. No insurance policy. They're not there either. Zuzu's petals.
Yeah.
You've been given a great gift, George. A chance to see what the world would be like without you.
Here, wait a minute here.
I feel like this is going to be one of those things here where I immensely relate to this film, and I love the themes this film is trying to explore. But it's a situation of, if your dreams do not come true, and if you chase your dreams, or even if you don't get the opportunity to chase your dreams at all, it's to value what you have in life. It's to basically value the good things around you, to appreciate the finer things in life and what you have and what you appreciate. And having this moment right here where everything is taken away from him, he's going to realize that he had a beautiful wife. He had 4 lovely children. He had a town who adored him. He was basically treated like a hero. Everyone valued him in life, and he's going to have a legacy in that town, despite not exploring the world. And you never know, he's probably going to get to explore the world when he's in heaven. He's going to earn a spot in heaven. He could become an angel and explore the world and see the beauty of it. But it's that thing where this film is immensely relatable, and we've still got 18 minutes left, and I didn't expect the film to take the direction it has with this sort of alternate reality thing. And it's very interesting to see a film made in the 1940s take this direction, and I'm loving it so far. I think this film is absolutely fantastic, and it's going to be immensely relatable. And I feel like the direction it's taken right here, obviously George is going to have to learn to appreciate what he had in life and to value those things. And despite his dreams not coming to fruition, he had a lot of good, and you need to cherish the good you have, and those will outweigh obviously the bad in life. And even in the dull moments in this film so far, even in the dullest moments, you still have that bright spark, and it's the beautiful blend of tone, the tones of comedy and drama. This film is able to blend them well together, and even in sort of George's darkest hour right here, you still have Clarence to sort of provide that bright spark and those comedic elements to it, and those you tend to appreciate the finer things in life. And yeah, I'm interested to see how the final 18 minutes unfold here.
How am I doing, Joseph?
Reassurance
Have a drink.
from the ones above. Let him have a drink. Buttersville. Hell, this is Back to the Future before Back to the Future. Bites every Wednesday night. Midnight club dancing. Yeah, yo, maybe Pottersville's better. When he gorgeous girls. Oh, that's Violet.
Hey, Ernie! Ernie, take me home. I'm going off my nut.
Where do you live?
On a doggone it, Ernie. Don't you start pulling that stuff. You know where I live. 320 Sycamore. Now hurry up.
James Stewart is fantastic, man. Georgia striptease. Clarence taking one for the team.
Joseph! Oh, shut up! Oh, Joseph! Joseph!
Joseph came in with a divine intervention.
Where'd he go?
And the
Where'd he go?
lullaby playing there
I had
again.
him right here.
Is it Twinkle Twinkle Little Star that's playing?
I need a drink.
Oh, his mother.
Something terrible's happened to me. I don't know what it is. Something's happened to everybody. Please let me come in.
This has got to be the last
Keep
straw.
me
If a
here
mother
until I
doesn't
get home.
recognize her child. For him, surely.
Strangers unless they're sent here by somebody I know.
What?
He's been in the insane asylum ever since he lost his business. And if you ask me, that's where you belong.
He's in Arkham Asylum.
Each man's life touches so many other lives. When
Exactly.
he isn't around, he leaves an awful hole, doesn't he? Know where he lives?
Well, sure I know where he lives. He lives in Bailey Park.
It's a cemetery now.
You sure this is Bailey Park? Your brother, Harry Bailey,
Oh.
rode through the ice and was drowned at the age of 9.
He didn't save
That's a
anyone.
lie. Harry Bailey went to war. He got the Congressional Medal of Honor. He saved the lives of every man on that transport.
Every man on that transport died.
'Cause he wasn't
Harry
there.
wasn't there to save them because you weren't there to save Harry.
And that's why at the beginning of the film they talked about that moment in time. Remember
See,
it.
George, you really had a wonderful life. She's an old maid. She never married.
Where's Mary?
Oh, she said that earlier on as well. If I hadn't married you, I would have become just an old maid. I think she said something along the lines of that.
Oh, there must be some easier way for me to get my wings.
Hey, you were happy about the idea of doing this.
No, you don't. Somebody call the police. Somebody hit him on the head with a bottle. You need your straight jacket. Clarence! Clarence! Clarence, you!
We go again.
I want to live again. Please, God, let me live again.
Started snowing again. He back?
Hey, George!
Oh, and
George!
Bert remembers him as he pulled up.
You all
and
right?
he's got the blood back
Hey,
on the
what's the matter?
jaw.
I get
That's
out of
mad.
Here, I'll hit you again. Get out of here. What the Sam Hill you yelling for, George? You...
Hey, that's great, man. That's so good.
Bert, do you know me? Know you? Huh. You kidding? I've been looking all over town trying to find you. I saw your car piled into that tree down there, and I thought maybe you... Hey, your mouth's bleeding. Are you sure you're all right? What you... My mouth's bleeding, Bert!
Yeah!
My mouth's bleeding! Zuzu's pedals. There they are! Bert! What do you know about that? Merry Christmas!
We back.
Well, Merry Christmas.
The car still crashed. Let's go.
Hello, Bedford Falls!
I'm broke. I've got an arrest warrant. Who gives a crap? Yo, the last film I watched, Gremlins, was a Christmas film as well. And this one as well is set during Christmas.
Happy New Year to you! In jail. Go on home. They're waiting for you.
Well, hello, Mr. Bank Examiner.
Mr. Bailey, there's a deficit.
I know, $8,000.
George, I've got a little paper.
I'll bet it's a warrant for my arrest. Isn't it wonderful? I'm going to jail. Merry Christmas, reporters.
We're going to the joint. We're going to live stream with Kais and that.
Drafty house. Mary! Mary! Kids! Pete!
We're kissing it this time. It's valuable.
Janie! Tommy!
Zuzu, my little ginger snap, how do you feel?
Fine. Not a smidge of temperature.
Not a smidge of temperature.
She was cured by the ones above.
Oh, George. Oh, George. George.
Let me touch you. Are you real?
Come on. Come on in here now.
The vibes are immaculate at the moment.
Now you stand right over here by the tree. Who's gonna come, Daddy? Come, Daddy. Come in, Uncle Billy.
Oh, okay.
Everybody in here.
George.
Oh, the town came through. The town donated. The GoFundMe came through.
Mary did it, George. Mary did it. She told some people you were in trouble. Oh, it's how
She keeper. Best wifey.
Just that George in trouble. George, Merry Christmas.
There we are, the Lime Farms on Step right up.
Yo, as soon as Mary probably contacted them, they would have said yes without hesitation because of all he's done for them.
George, I changed my mind.
I've been saving this money for a divorce if ever I get a husband.
He's like, fuck the husband.
I wouldn't have a roof over my head if it wasn't for you, George.
Yo, why am I getting teary-eyed? What the heck? Oh, it's so good.
My office instructed to advance you up to
Is this Sam?
$25,000. Stop. Hee-haw and Merry
Yeah, that's
Christmas.
Sam.
Sam Wainwright.
Hee-haw. Sam came through as well. Sam came through. Shout out Sam. Just dropping 25 bags like that.
How about some wine?
Yo, best Christmas ever. Rip up the warrant. The Medal of Honor boy. Oh, the Tom Sawyer book. Remember, no man is a failure who has friends.
That's a Christmas present from a very dear friend of mine.
Shout out Clarence.
Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
That tastes like promotion.
Attaboy, Clarence.
The wink up and look up to Clarence. Yo, I swear Mary was glancing into the camera right there. Yeah. Yo, that film was absolutely fantastic right there. That film is it deserves that top 20 place in the IMDb top 250 in my opinion. I feel like that last half an hour, actually I'd like to say quickly, this film emits such a positive vibe. It emits such a feel-good factor that I don't know how to explain it. I just felt so good watching this film. I guess because it explores the human experience, the human condition, and it's grounded in just this exploration, like I said, of the human condition, the human experience, valuing things in life, things that are inherently relatable to every viewer that watches this. I guess that's why I really love this film, and there was a lot of things in it that I kind of like related to myself in life as well. Like I have dreams I have big things in life that I really want to chase, but at the same time I got to value the good things that I currently have, because those dreams may not come true. Some things may happen that would deflect yourself from those dreams, and we see these things in the film. Whenever George was on ready to go, his father had a stroke. Whenever he was ready to go again, obviously they appointed him as executive administrator, and he sort of became bound by this by his father's legacy. But at the same time, he learned that value that he learned to value the things around him in the end. He learned to value those around him as well, not just the things around him. He learned to value those around him, and he basically embraced who he was. He embraced those around him and how much those around him valued him as well, and what he meant to the people. Because in the end, we saw that message that Clarence left on the letter. No man is a failure, I believe, without friends. And no, I can't remember what the message was. I gotta gotta search it up quick. No man is a failure who has friends. Sorry, no man is a failure who has friends, and I absolutely loved that message right there. And I don't know, I was getting teary-eyed in the end a little bit because I just felt like the film, just like I said, emitted such a feel-good factor to it, and it has this positive energy to it that no matter, even in the dullest moments in this film, even in the lowest of the lows, I feel like it's just teaching you that in life, whenever you hit rock bottom or anything like that, just try and cling on to those good things. There is going to be good things around you. There's going to be those bright sparks, and try to embrace them. And there's always going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. There's always going to be around there's always going to be around there's always going to be a way around those troubles. And I know I'm not articulating myself towards the end of this video well, but I just have so many thoughts about this film, and I just think it's a fantastic exploration of the human condition, the human experience itself, you know, setting it in this one small town. But even though it's set in this one small town with a man with massive dreams, and you've seen the painting of him and Mary with the moon and things like that, they had dreams to change the world, to basically get the moon. Obviously it's a metaphor of getting the moon, but they had dreams to, you know, shoot for the stars and aim for the moon, to go beyond this go beyond this planet. However, you know, you end up having kids, things didn't go the way that he intended them, but he still had beautiful children, he's still got a fantastic wife. And I guess it's the perfect message to send with this film as well, setting it at Christmas with that, you know, festive spirit, that family spirit. And it is just so good. It is so good. Like, you see the smile on my face. It's a Wonderful Life is absolutely fantastic. I hope you guys enjoy my reaction. As always, been your boy Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.